Dads, what's the weirdest misunderstanding you've ever had with your child's school? When my daughter was in second grade, I got a call from the principal asking me to come in for an urgent meeting about Madison's concerning behavior. My mind raced through all the possibilities. Was she bullying someone? Struggling academically? The principal's tone was dead serious. I rearranged my entire work schedule and showed up the next morning, stomach in knots. The school counselor joined us, her face equally grave. They exchanged this look that made my heart sink. "Mr. Johnson," the principal began, folding her hands on the desk, "we're concerned about Madison's imaginative stories." I blinked. "Her stories?" The counselor nodded solemnly. "She's been telling the class that her father is a professional killer." My jaw dropped. "I'm sorry, what?" She described in detail how you eliminate people for a living, how you have special tools, and sometimes travel for days for a job. The principal's eyes narrowed slightly. "She said you taught her how to hold a knife properly." I suddenly realized what was happening and had to suppress a laugh, which they clearly misinterpreted as nervousness. "Mr. Johnson, we take these matters very seriously," the counselor added, sliding a pamphlet across the table about healthy home environments. "I'm a pest control specialist," I finally managed to explain. "I exterminate bugs, not people. I own Johnson's Pest Solutions, the van with the cartoon dead bug on the side." Their faces remained skeptical. "Madison is obsessed with my job. She calls the bugs the bad guys. Yes, I sometimes travel for larger jobs, and I did show her the proper way to hold a butter knife at breakfast because she was waving it around like a lightsaber." The principal's posture didn't relax. "She mentioned you have a special room where you keep your equipment." "My garage workshop for mixing safe pesticides and storing sprayers." "And the special suits you wear?" "Standard protective gear. I showed her pictures from a commercial fumigation job where we wear respirators and coveralls. She thought it looked like a superhero costume." The counselor was taking notes. "And the trophies," she mentioned. I sighed. "Madison saw me take photos of a massive wasp nest after removal. I document my bigger jobs for the website. She calls them my trophies." The principal and counselor exchanged another look. This one slightly less concerned, but still dubious. "Would it help if I showed you my business license and pest control certification?" I pulled out my phone. "Or my website? There's a picture of Madison and me in the About Us section. She wears a little matching uniform on Take Your Child to Work Day." After 20 excruciating minutes of showing them my legitimate pest control business, they finally seemed convinced. As I was leaving, the principal stopped me. "Mr. Johnson, perhaps you should explain to Madison how her descriptions could be misinterpreted." That evening, I sat Madison down and gently explained why her teachers were concerned. Her eyes grew wide. "But Daddy, I told them you kill bugs, not people," she protested, horrified at the misunderstanding. "Maybe use exterminate instead of eliminate next time, sweetie." She nodded solemnly, then asked with complete seriousness, "Should I tell Mrs. Peterson that you don't bury the bodies in the woods behind our house?" "What bodies, Madison?" "The ant colony you murdered last week," she replied matter-of-factly. I realized I had more explaining to do about work terminology, and probably needed to stop letting her watch those nature documentaries where they anthropomorphize insect colonies. The next day, Madison proudly announced to her class that her daddy humanely relocates bugs to heaven and is completely innocent of all charges. I got another call from the school. "This parenting thing never gets easier."